I'm Jackie Rabbit. Today I want to talk to you about making some friends online. But where do you go? There's so many places. Well, I have a suggestion, one that I know, that I can trust, and you can trust. But before we start, go give me a thumbs up and click the little bell when you subscribe so you know when I post the next video. So let's go talk about making other trans friends and how easy it is to do in a safe place. Let's go talk about it. One of the things that us older trans women all talk about, and I get lots of comments from you about, is the lack of other trans friends. We've had plenty of people in our lives, but no trans friends to lean on and have friends to talk about things and discuss topics, discuss the things going on with us. And it's kind of tough. When I started out, I thought I had no friends in the world. And I was wrong. One of the places I went was, of course, online. Now more than ever, online's important because, well, it's hard to just go out and meet people during COVID. And as though we add one more layer to everything, there aren't a lot of us older trans women around. You know, we're talked about a lot, but there's not a ton of us out there. So bumping into one of us, you may or may not even realize you have, isn't as easy as you would think. And of course, early on, I would go down to the local LGBTQ center here in town, and I'd go to the trans women group, support group on, I think it was Friday nights. And that was something I could look forward to, but they were 2 weeks apart. And unfortunately, I just wanted somebody I could talk to or chat with, and I didn't really have an outlet for that. Until someone told me about one place that really resonated with me. Now, I'd gone around and I'd looked at different places where there were different forums and different chat groups and things of that nature, but they weren't exactly my speed. They were a little more illicit than I was looking for, because I just wanted to talk about what's the process, who else is going through this, who's gone through this, who could I ask questions about, that sort of thing. And I did find one place, transgenderpulse.com, and I made some really good friends there. I got to discuss all the trans topics, make some really nice trans friends, and I realized that it was a safe place. Not only did they have forums, they had chats, and they were all well moderated. Everything was very clean and tidy. There was nobody trying to covertly private message me about going out or any of those things. The things I didn't want at all, I didn't have to worry about. There was nobody asking me illicit questions that I didn't want to even contemplate. I was there to just talk to other like-minded girls and ask questions like, well, gosh, what was that like? Who did you go to see this? And what's the best way? And, oh, where can I find a decent therapist? That sort of thing. And I did find it there at transgenderpulse.com. Now, the moderators there are really quite amazing. At first, I really didn't know who the moderators were. I just figured they were watching over everything, keeping it safe. But they do chime in a lot, and they talk with you quite a bit, and they become part of the conversation as you go along. Now, I did participate more in the forum area rather than the chat area. Someday maybe that'll change. Maybe I'll jump in on the chat area. But so far, I just really enjoyed going to the forum area and discussing different particular topics. They were easy to search for. I could go in, I could see what other people had talked about, I could chime in. There's a really nice little place where basically it's a coffee lounge, you know. Would you have, you know, your coffee this morning, that sort of thing. There's a lot of really interesting ways to just easily break the ice, talk to people, introduce yourself, or talk about surgery options, talk about therapists, talk about different job opportunities in your area, that sort of thing. So I really got keyed in with this one particular place, and that's all I've ever participated in, and I've made a lot of really good friends there. So if you're looking for a place where you want to be able to make some friends, some other trans friends, and you just feel completely alone, I want you to know you're not alone at all, and you could go over there and visit. You certainly could sign up, and if you do, let them know that Jackie Rabbit sent you. I do send people over there, as I do talk about transgenderpulse.com at almost the end of every video I make. And the reason I do that is I want to give you the resources and a listening ear and some good people I know that I can trust and refer you to that you can go and talk with. So I thought today would be a good day to just talk about making trans friends in this age of COVID where we really can't go outside, but we can go online. And where do we go? Now, my one solid recommendation has always been and will remain transgenderpulse.com. Just remember, you're not alone at all. And it isn't a forever process, you know. I mean, I'm 50 years old now. Lots of you girls are 60, 70, 80 years old and beyond. There is really no age too old to transition, in my estimation. I perfectly recommend to anyone to just be their authentic self. And one of the places you can truly talk to people who are authentic is right there at transgenderpulse.com. So don't hesitate to go over there. Go sign up. Let them know that Jackie Rabbit sent you. And remember, you only have to manage this one day at a time. Transition is a one day at a time, get to tomorrow. It matters to me that you get through this. I've been working on it for 3 years, and I've gotten to a place that I'm very comfortable with. Comfortable in my own skin. I'm happy with who I am and how I'm moving forward, improving my inner self as well as my outer self. And I know that you can do it too. It's just a matter of taking one step in front of the other every day until you get to that finish line, no matter where it is or how long it is or how short it is. And one of the places you can discuss all of those milestones is over at transgenderpulse.com. So go make some friends and let them know I sent you. Take care of yourself, and remember, it's never too late to be yourself, and you're not alone. I'll see you next time. Bye. Lately at work, I had to move some really big machines, and they had to go on this flatbed trailer, and they weighed a ton. And of course, I'm the best one at the office when it comes to the forklift abilities, so I got to do the job. One of the things I had to do was take some very specific pictures of the forks lifting the machine a certain way. So I'm leaning down, and I'm trying to get the picture just right, and I could see my dad looking at the guy over by the truck, and the guy had been laughing at me, and apparently it was either what I was doing or maybe being a little too stereotypically female with my camera, but he was laughing at me, and later told me that I was quite demanding, but that I knew what I wanted and it was all good and that I was good with the forklift. And I said, yeah, that's all well, fine and good until you were laughing at my butt.